Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of bareMinerals. I recently picked this up on Black Friday and I can almost do a full face with this. The only thing that's missing is a base, which I already have. I have their powder foundation, and then I also have their like tinted cream as well, so I thought it'd be a good idea to do a full face. And also I've been dying to use this. I have like swatched the highlighter and I tried on one of the lip products, but I really don't know how anything else works. So I'm just gonna do a full face with this. This came with a original foundation primer, a setting powder, and then it came with a blush here, a bronzer, an eyeshadow, 3 lips, a highlighter, a setting spray, and then over here is a mascara, and then it also came with a brush. And this was only I think it was only $49.99, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 products, and I think all of them except this one is full size, so that's like such an incredible deal. But I've loved bareMinerals for a long time. Like, I've been using their powder foundation for years, and I've also been using their tinted cream for years as well, so I am faithful to these products, but I haven't tried any of these in here, and I'm like super excited for the highlighter. And I'd like to use one of their powder bronzers as well. I have a mini of that, but I think it'd be fun to use a powder, like a loose powder bronzer, because I've never done that before. But let's try this. So I'm gonna take out I'm gonna eventually take everything out, but I'm gonna take the Prime Time Original Foundation Primer out. Is this a spray? Oh no, okay, that's weird. It looks like a spray bottle, but it's not. So I'm gonna take some of this out. Should I shake it? Ooh. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be silicone-y. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I typically don't like silicone primers just because they feel funky on my skin. And I don't have a concealer either, so we will not use one today, I guess. Even though I have like always zits on my face that I need to cover up, but it's fine if they like poke through. So this is like super slippy on my face. And then I'm gonna let that dry for a couple minutes and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've let the primer sit for a little bit, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes, and it feels a little tacky still, but like it's dried down a little bit. And I've also zoomed you in. So now I'm gonna use the bareMinerals matte foundation. This is their powder foundation, and I'm gonna use this brush. It's the Flawless Face Brush. I got this actually at TJ Maxx. I think it was like $5, which is crazy because I think this is like a $20 brush. But this smells so freaking bad when you wash it. It like smells like just like manure. I don't even know what it smells like, but I like washed it like 3 times before using it because it smelled so freaking bad. And so yeah, just a little TMI on the smell of my brush. And then I'm gonna use the mirror from the highlighter to, it still has the film on it, looks weird, to use as a mirror, I don't know. And I actually really like this foundation. I remember when I was breaking out super bad a couple years ago from my IUD. I actually kind of want to do a video about that. But anyway, I had super bad breakouts, and I remember just really liking this because the powder really sinks into your skin and does a good job at covering your like blemishes and stuff without, I don't know, like liquid foundation on blemishes just doesn't feel as like sanitary as a powder. That's just like my personal opinion though. But yeah, I just like swish it in the cap. I remember when I bought this years ago, that's how they suggested doing it. So I don't like this brush. I feel like it's not applying the foundation as quickly as I want it to. Got an eyelash. So I'm gonna switch to a different brush. I actually have this other bareMinerals brush. It's like this chunky kabuki type brush. I'm gonna try this one. I hope it applies it faster. That's like one thing I would say I don't like about powder foundation is that usually it takes a little bit longer to do just because you really gotta like work it into your skin. I think I got a freaking eyelash. But maybe this one will work better. Someone added me for not putting foundation down my neck, so I'm like, ugh, all stressed about it. Just kidding, not really, I don't care that much. I try and take bad comments as like criticism and not personally, because usually there's some truth in what they're saying. So if it's like a mean comment, I try and take it as like constructive criticism rather than an insult. And usually that like helps me not take it too personally. I'm like, it's professional, not personal, the shit they're saying about me. But like, still be nice. I don't know, whatever. So far I like this brush a lot better. I haven't used this foundation in a really long time, so I kind of forget what it's like to put on. I've been using concealer as foundation lately, but I just feel like this like evens your skin tone out really naturally, and it still looks like my skin, but just more even. No! It's all over my freaking black sweater. Shit. That's another thing I guess I don't like about powder foundation. Wow. Fuck. Okay, so I just put the foundation all over my face, and clearly you can see like all of my... Why my hand... My hand is so pale compared to my face. Whatever. Anyway, you can clearly see like I have a ton of scarring still showing through because like your girl can't do anything about scarring, unfortunately. Maybe I could if I had like thousands of dollars to get treatments. I digress. Anyway, so you can see like the scarring and stuff, but I feel like it's just like evened my skin tone out. And yes, I know it doesn't match my neck, but I don't have a color that will, so this is what I'm working with. And yeah, I just really like how my face doesn't feel cakey at all. It just feels like my skin, and it kind of just like evened everything out, which is super nice. Just a little orange. But now I'm gonna move on to the bronzer, and as I've said, I've never used powder bronzer before, so I'm a bit frightened. Oh. Yes. So this is the bareMinerals. Whoa. bareMinerals Faux Tan Bronzer. So I just put some in the cap, and I'm going to swirl it with my brush, I suppose. I'm just like scared I'm gonna get too much on my brush. We shall see. Okay, so that's not as scary as I thought it'd be. And I feel like that blends like really smoothly and not like choppy as much as I expected it to. I thought it was gonna like lay down a ton of product, but it like blends out pretty well. But this is a bit small for a bronzer. Like, my brush doesn't fit. I'm stressed. I feel like I don't have the patience for this. Okay, I feel like I don't have the patience, so I'm gonna try my powder bronzer that I have from bareMinerals. It's like this mini one, and it is the bareMinerals bronzer in the color Warmth, which I don't know if this will work for me, but we shall try. It's very cool toned, which is nice, and my face is looking quite orange. But I feel like once my brows are on and once my blush is on, like I'll feel more like myself and less like Oompa Loompa. But I do really like how my skin looks. Like it looks very luminous and natural looking, which is really nice. Like there's a little glow coming through, even though everything on my face is powder right now. Okay, so I'm gonna do my brows, and I don't have a brow product from bareMinerals, so I'm just gonna use my IT Brow Power from IT Cosmetics. This is one of my top favorite brow products, and I'm almost out. Look. That's a V sad. I'm gonna have to get another one of these, but I also don't want to because I want to use up all the other brow products I have. But just gonna fill my brows out, brows in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my brows filled in. I just did the IT Brow Power pencil, and then I filled it in with some ColourPop clear gel. So now I'm gonna do some eye products, and I'm gonna use the bareMinerals. Well, no, maybe I'll use the powder one. So I'll use the leftover powder from the bronzer, and it came with this brush. So I'm gonna use this brush, and I'm just gonna dip in here and kind of fill in my crease, put powder in my crease. Color my crease? I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. This brush is kind of stiff. I'm gonna use this for the other product and get a normal brush. So I just picked up my Wet n Wild blending brush. These are really good for really inexpensive. I think these are like $2 or $3, which is really nice. This bronzer is actually really pretty as an eyeshadow. So just that, and then I'm gonna do that on both sides. And then I'm gonna take the eyeshadow that came with the kit. It is Nude Beach, and it looks like a shimmery, like palish pink. Powder products are messy. Okay, so it looks like that. That's not helpful, sorry. It's like a purpley pinky champagne color. So I'm just gonna dip my, well, actually I'm gonna use this brush and dip in there. And then just like put that on my lid. Whoa! Okay. Wow. This would make a really pretty highlight for someone who's super pale. That's very shimmery. They call this Nude Beach. That's a weird name for this fairy dust color. That looks so pale on my eyes. I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. Okay. So, I don't love that. It's a little too sparkly for my taste. I maybe might give this to my little sister for a highlight. Okay, now the blush. I'm really excited about this one. It's called Hint, and it is like this peachy, okay, I don't know why I said peachy, that's just the first word that came out of my mouth, but it's like a berry toned, like a deep berry blush color. And I'm going to dip my blush brush in here. And I have a feeling it's gonna be like a luminous blush because it's already kind of looking luminous on my cheeks. But it's a nice pink color, like berry pink. So it's definitely like a luminous blush. You can kind of see that it's reflecting light. I feel like this color is a little bit like gray toned on my skin. I do have a sample of their like cushion blush. Let me find that, and I think I want to try that out. So I have this little baby, and it is one of their Bounce and Blur blushes, and it's in the color Mauve Sunrise. And it's this like very pinky berry shade. It actually looks pretty similar to the one I just put on, but I also kind of wanted to try this, so. And maybe like tone down the grayness of the other blush. But now I just put too much blush on. So that's what the blush looks like. I feel like this look is looking very weird. Like my eyes look way too warm for my blush color, or cool. And my face looks a little orange. But I shall continue. I really want to try the, first I'll try the powder, Original Mineral Veil. This is just like a setting powder, I believe. And wow, way too much came out. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in here. It's very like peachy, pinky peachy. And I'm gonna set my T-zone with this. So it's not giving my skin a white cast, but I can see this totally giving someone a white cast because it's quite pale. I feel like this would be really good for baking if you like baking. Okay, so that feels nice. That felt very like nothing on my face, which is nice when it comes to a powder. I'm just gonna maybe try and blend this blush out a little bit. Okay, now I think I want to curl my lashes and put mascara on. And then I think I'll do the highlighter because I want to end on a good note, and usually mascaras don't work for me, so that could be a bad note. But I'm so disorganized, I'm so sorry. Okay, found my eyelash curler. Okay, so just curled my eyelashes, and then I'm gonna take out the mascara from the kit. This is called the bareMinerals Lashtopia. Daisy Cash says she really likes this. So it has a really big wand. It's like a fluffy fiber wand, and it's kind of dry, so it's not a super wet formula. I feel like it's a really natural kind of lash look. It's not waterproof, so this is not gonna hold my curl whatsoever. I already know it. So that was okay. I feel like it didn't do a lot for my lashes, and it like got on the lid of this one. Usually that's due to my eyes and or like the brush But when I close my eyes, like, or when my eyes are completely open, you can't see that. So I just leave it there usually. But this is like an okay mascara. I feel like if maybe it were waterproof, I would like it more. It's just like not really doing anything for my lashes, unfortunately. So that is a no-go for me. And then it came with 3 lips, so I'll put on a lip and then I'll end with highlight. It came with a bareMinerals, I don't know if it's a gloss. Okay, this one's a gloss, one's a matte lip, and then the other is a not matte lip. So this one's the gloss. It's called Heartbreaker. And then the matte lip is called Boss. And then this one, which I'm thinking is also a gloss, maybe a lipstick, like a liquid lipstick, is called Rebel. I think I'm gonna go with the gloss because my lips is too crusty for a liquid lip, and this looks nice. So I'm just gonna do a little bit. Quite sticky. That's nice. I feel like it's too purple toned for my taste. And then ending on a good note, I hope, the highlight. So this is the bareMinerals highlight, and it is in the shade Free, and it looks gorgeous. Does she not? And I'm just gonna dip my highlighter brush in here, tap off the excess. I love that it's not like glittery. It's like kind of just sheeny. I feel like I need to do something with my lashes. I'm gonna use my just like go-to mascara. So this is my full face using bareMinerals. I don't love how this turned out. I just feel like it doesn't look very cohesive. Like my eye doesn't look good with my blush, which doesn't look good with my lip, and like the mascara didn't really work for me. I don't know. I just like, I don't like how this looks really. I think it's the eye. I think the eye is throwing me off. Like it's very like warm and brown in the eye, kind of like almost muddy. And then like the cheeks are very pink and so are the lips. I don't know. What do you think? I'm just like kind of thrown off. Maybe I need more bronzer, or because it doesn't match my neck. Girl, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like if I use the products separately with other products and not like all together, maybe I would like it. Oh, I need to use the setting mist. The setting spray dew mist. So I'll use this. She's hefty. Do you ever wonder why they have 2 caps? Why is that a thing? For protection? The nozzle on this is lame. Well, I just covered my whole mirror. Look at all those little droplets on my face. This is not turning out how I expected. Wow, she needs to dry. Oh my gosh, I think there are sparkles in that dewy spray. Anyway, it's dry. So, I'll zoom you out. So I don't love how this turned out, but it's not like terrible, and my skin looks amazing. like my skin looks very healthy and good. And I feel like I was saying before, if I use things like separately and not all together, I would really like it. I really did like the highlighter, and I think if I just keep playing with this bronzer, then I'll like it more as well. And then what else did I really like? I use this as this is really soft. The brush is really soft. I do like the Mineral Veil powder. It like set my face very well and didn't feel like cakey or anything, which was really nice. Really didn't feel like anything on my skin. And then I think I'll like the blush if I wore it with like a different look completely, like not so orangey, and if my look were more cool toned, I think I would like this. I didn't like the sprayer on this. This was and I don't think I'm ever gonna use this mascara again, just because I can only really use like waterproof mascara, and that's the only thing that really holds my curl. Like basically any drugstore waterproof mascara from Maybelline works really well for me, and that's like the only kind of mascara I really use. So this was a bust for me. And then I'll try the lips later, but I think that they won't really work for me either. So although these like kits can be a good deal in general, sometimes they're not always worth it because you can only find a couple things that work for you personally. But because it was only $50 and you get so many products, it's like kind of worth it to try the brand out. Anyway, and now that I'm looking at my face, it doesn't look that bad, but it could look better. But I do really like how my skin turned out. Skin looks good. I love their foundation. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. This did not turn out the way that I expected it to, but that's what happens, you know? So yeah, do you like bareMinerals? Let me know. What did you think of this look? How could I have done it differently, I guess? Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.